Okay, so I'm doing this straight off the PowerPoint that we had for this. I'm not saying it's the greatest PowerPoint in the world, but it will do. So we're talking about a partnership. Again, now you need to know a definition of a partnership, advantages of being a partnership and disadvantages. Remember, you only need maybe 3 for each. I'd much rather you explain 3 for each than try to say 10 and not explain them properly. That's the key. So the definition of a partnership, there can be between 2 and 20 people. They're the key numbers, between 2 and 20. They also need to have something called a deed of partnership, which is basically an agreement where they say how they're going to work out the partnership. Okay, that's all you need to know for a partnership. That's the definition. Here are the advantages. Now, again, sorry about this PowerPoint. It's not the greatest one. I'm just going to write them in my horrible handwriting. And I'm going to start off with the advantages. So what would be good about being part of a partnership? Now, some are the same as sole traders. But the thing is, the question might say, what's better, being a sole trader or a partnership? So you don't want to use those ones. So let's go for the ones where you can use, which are different. But the first one is, there's more ideas. There's going to be more ideas because you've got 2 people putting those ideas in. To get an extra mark, you say there'll be more ideas. This means the business is more likely to come up with a great idea, which means it's more likely to be successful. The second one I would say is more capital. This means you can have more money, more starting money. And if you've got more starting money, you're more likely to be able to do well because you can, if there's any problem with the business, if something goes wrong in the first few months, you can have a bit more cash. Okay, what else could you say which is good about being in a partnership? You can say you can take holidays. You can say you can take holidays because the other guy can be in charge. Another thing you can say is you can take sickness. Right, there might be other ones, so there's another 3 blocks there. But I don't care. I'd much rather you just said 3 of these ones and explain them really well. That's much more important than knowing loads. Right. Last one, disadvantages. Now they're all up in the corner there, bizarrely. I don't really know what's happened with this PowerPoint, but who cares, right? There's one which, for some reason, I told you once that everyone seems to use this one. This one is not a good one, right? There's one where it's meant to be death or retirement brings a partnership to the end. Oh, sorry, here it is. Death or retirement brings a partnership to the end. Don't use that one because, what are you even chatting about? What does that even mean? It doesn't make any sense. That's not a good but. The best one to always use is unlimited liability. That's always your kind of go-to one. But the problem with unlimited liability is, if the question was, what's better, a sole trader or a partnership? They've both got unlimited liability, so therefore you can't use it. But that's kind of, if it's just talking about what's good and bad about a partnership, you can use that one. They've got unlimited liability, and that is a disaster for a partnership because if you've got unlimited liability, legally you're seen as the same thing as your business. So if your business goes wrong, they can take all of your money. Right, a couple of the disadvantages, nice easy ones. One is that there might be conflict, so you might not agree with each other. Second one is you have to share profits, which would be really annoying. And for me, I'll just go for conflict and share profits. I can't really think of anything else that's that good. I suppose you could say you're responsible for each other's actions. Right, what I mean by this is that... What do I mean by this? I mean that, say one of your partners does something absolutely outrageous, something ridiculous. You don't want to have any sort of association with that, but there's nothing you can do because they're your partner, and that can be really bad. Right, so just pick 2 or 3 of them you like, and that's it. That's all you need to know.